Okay, Mr. Khan has some money. He spends 3/8 of his money on some t-shirts and 4 pencils. He spends half of the remaining amount of money on 20 pencils. And the question we're asked is, what fraction of his money did Mr. Khan spend on the t-shirts? Okay, well, I'm going to draw a bar, and I'm going to draw a bar that has 8 equal parts, which is determined by this here. We're told that he spends 3/8 of his money on some t-shirts and 4 pencils. Now, instead of drawing a bar, one big bar that I subdivide, I tend to do it like this, especially when I've got an odd number. I know this is 8 is not odd, but this is just how I do it. So that's one part, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and eight. Okay, so that's my very badly drawn bar with 8 equal parts. Okay, and so this represents all the money, of course. So this is all the money. Okay. And we're told that he spends 3/8 of his money on some t-shirts and 4 pencils. So let's do the 3/8. Okay. So this here is t-shirts and 4 pencils. Now, of course, we don't know how much of this is t-shirts and how much of this is pencils. We're not given any idea. This is all together, so we don't know. We can't get to find out how much is spent on the t-shirts yet. Okay, so we've got that bit of information there. He spends half of the remaining amount of money on 20 pencils. Okay, so the remaining amount is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. Well, half of 5 is 2.5. Okay, so 1, 2.5. Okay, so this is the amount of money spent on the 20 pencils. Okay, so up to here. 20 pencils. And this is interesting because this is only on pencils. There's no t-shirts mixed up in here. But notice I did a half part here. I've divided this, one of my parts, into two. So when I do something like that, I need to divide all of the parts into two because I want to keep them as equal parts. So instead of having the 8 equal parts that I started with, I've now got 16 equal parts in this model. Okay, now let's notice then. So we've got a value here and we've got equal parts attributed to it. So 20 pencils and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equal parts. So 20 divided by 5 gives us 4. Okay, so 4 pencils, we now know that for this, for 1/16 of the amount of money is enough to buy you 4 pencils. Okay, so each of these could have a value of 4. I could write that in there. Now 4, that rings a bell because we had 4 pencils here. Of this block of money, 4 pencils was purchased. So we know that one of these parts was used to buy the 4 pencils, which tells us that the remaining parts bought the t-shirts. And how many parts is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 parts out of the 16 parts in total was spent on t-shirts. And that is our answer.